football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. At the 39-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line. Second and 11 now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's got room. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get runners, knock people traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And turns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession. I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse. And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack on first down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they're going to get this this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. It's Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man.
Cool.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. No score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Carson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. This is Carson. Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. A quick toss outright. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
A 23-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, Kamara. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Bree's going to try and throw on third. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Saints nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
4 brings up 3rd and 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Come on, man. Throw the ball for it.
For the 3rd time. Picked up by Jamal.
Throw the ball.
He's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They have it.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing again here. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Jason Myers.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's complete. 1 second left to go.
Jared Cook. Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Easy.
A final shot before half the Breeze.
Why do you keep
That is
dropping the ball?
incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff for New Orleans.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Out. It's fourth down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
27-yard
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara.
Get out of my way, man.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. On the crossing route, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, this is Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
At the 12-yard line.
Check. Hey, easy.
To throw, it's Breeze. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and 4. Now, Breeze again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the Saints get a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Breeze to throw. And it's held in by Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the
Now Breeze. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. L.J. Collier in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
25-yard line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
They run again with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the carry. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down. Today's final score, Seahawks 7.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.